It's a good run from dummy half. Been lively, got a nice try in the first period. Out the scoot towards that right side with Phillips. And when as Phillips hesitates, in comes the big tackle. I think Cocaine with the man with that particular tackle. Out to the back they go. Roper puts the kick over towards the left-hand side. The leap, oh, it's knocked down, it's knocked on, and in the end it's taken by Ash Robinson to try and clear his own line, and that he does pretty well. It was a knock-on, I thought, though, from Jordan Burns, but whichever way you look at it, he did well to get away with that one, Ash Robinson.
Yeah, that was a good contest in there. I wanted a decent kick from Whitehaven into this corner and just put Robson under pressure. He came up with the goods in the end and managed to clear his line. And York really enthusiastic carries now was needed, putting the bodies on the line, trying to gain the advantage to get this kick away now at the moment.
Well, it's the last tackle and the kick's deep downfield, but they've gone back for that. Green's gone back for it for Whitehaven. He comes in field and there's a good chase from York. They halt his progress as he gets towards the 20. And then a dummy in a little scoot to that right side from Ambram. And in the end, he's made about 10 metres. So I think these two sides, defensively, they've worked really hard. There's not been many opportunities. But as we head towards that final quarter, maybe we might start to see some gaps open in these two hard-working defences.
Yeah, that's right. You sort of get to the hour mark and people get tired, don't they? And your interchanges, you're running out.
So another 10 metres or so, still 12-8. Betfred League One, of course, you're watching here. And York still looking to cement the win that would give them the championship. Whitehaven want the win that would keep them in the playoffs. Little dash on that left side from Robinson. Coming off the wing, he's going laterally a lot, but eventually he straightens up and he's made it almost halfway. And he's going to get the penalty for attempted high shot. And the York fans appreciate his efforts there. And he puts his head back on and he's okay, carry on.
Yeah, good enthusiastic carry from Robson, really charging it himself there at the line and putting his body on the line and trying to have quick feet as well, again, just to inject that enthusiasm into York and get up the pitch, get a good field position. But Whitehaven equal to that task, but that penalty again just sets York on that front foot.
Well, York side with possession then as they go roaring in, trying to make some headway. Again, tackle just 30 metres out. And they played eventually. Spears the man who played it out with now little step taken up by Joel Edwards does well. He's about 15 out here. He wants a quicker play of the ball. Oh, as he gets up to play, he's penalised. And no, you've got to take the 2 and make it the 6, surely. And the referee might have a word here with Whitehaven. In the end, he decided not to. But that penalty, and now suddenly when you get a 6-point advantage, that's quite crucial.
Yeah, it's a converted try, isn't it? That put a minute as we approach the 20-minute mark to go in this game, and that's what York will be looking to do, trying to kick on, trying to cement their advantage in this game.
Well, 10-4 I've got the penalties, and that seems a lot, really. And I could have missed one or two, I'm sure. 10-4, but the thing is, as far as the York side are concerned, 5 of those have been in kicking range, and at the moment we've got the opportunity for Robinson to land what would be a 5th penalty of the game, because he actually missed the conversion. And up with the flag, so he's got that. 5 from 6 for him, but more importantly from York, he's now got a 6-point advantage. 14-8 they lead, and we're heading more or less into the last quarter of this game. And this large crowd here, I won't hazard a guess, but I'm guessing, I suppose, around about 3,500 maybe. Chris, do you reckon?
Yeah, it's a good crowd, isn't it? And the York public are getting behind this team and supporting a winning team, which is obviously good for them. And if they can get this win that they need today to secure the championship, then a lot of celebrating going on out in that crowd, I reckon.
Well, Graham Horn back in the field. Edwards it was on the field there with a good run that got the fans on their feet, and a second good run takes it almost. They go, finally they go over the try from Sam Scott, and we've got real daylight between the sides here. Scott the scorer here, and suddenly it's York City Knights who are in control, because they now lead by 18 points to 8.
Yeah, it was the question whether they was going to go for the drop goal, but some really good carries in there. Let's say Spears, who took that last carry, ball came out to the right hand side with Cockayne to Batchelor. He put the ball back inside to Scott, who did the rest, who crashed over just close to this right hand touchline. But excellent score for York. They've been playing their percentage plays. They've just put the cavalry on with Horn and Ellis working that middle part of the field and shit the ball out to this right hand side, and an excellent try for York City Knights.
Well, suddenly going to 6 points and then a potential to go to 12. It has a whole different complexion, this game, and these two teams. Whitehaven, they're behind the sticks, no doubt that their coach Carl Foster will be saying to them, come on lads, we can do a little bit better. That was a little bit too suspect of dropping off tackles, a little bit too disappointing. But those big runs that came in to clear the line, Edwards was in there, wasn't he? He set it all going, and then it was a techno mic, a few more players, and Horn and Spears. It was all good stuff. In comes Robinson. Oh, he's pulled that one wide of the mark. So, can't celebrate yet. 18-8, it's only 10 points. 5 from 7 as far as Robinson's concerned. But 2 tries, and that second one coming from Scott is what has set the fans singing and shouting here at this marvellous little tight ground at Pootham Crescent. So the restart, Roper then puts the kick deep downfield, taken in the end and moved infield for the run back from this York side on their own 20-metre mark. 18 points to 8, York lead. Ball played, Porter was the man who took it in. Now the next big drive, looking to take it a few more metres forward, up towards that 30-metre mark. And they scoot to that left flank once more, and it's these drives, just one off the ruck, that's pushing Whitehaven ever so slowly back downfield. Yeah,
that's right. Ellis is feigning to the right on this occasion, and just creates doubt in the markers for Whitehaven, and just brings the on-running players into the game as the ball comes out to this
it's
right-hand side.
Find a bit of a gap, looks to the right side. Matty Marsh tries to put the ball over the top, but it ricochets off a player. He's tackled, Whitehaven in possession, but suddenly the champagne's flowing, and the champagne rugby is out here as well.
Yeah, they find a little bit of success on this right hand side. Cockayne's now has got the defence going backwards from good carries from his forwards. Give the ball to Marsh. Marsh tried to flick the ball back inside to Cockayne, and the covering defence from Whitehaven did really well. Bundle the ball over the
here for York as they look to take it forward. Robinson again puts it to his right hand side. In comes Spears. Good strong run towards that left hand side of the sticks. He's about 8 metres out. Ellis looks towards his right. Edwards, oh, he's in! He's by the side of the post, and Joel Edwards deserves that score, and suddenly the floodgates are opening. They can start singing here at York, because that try from Edwards means it's York 22, Whitehaven 8.
Yeah, just the drop out, and good carries in the forwards there from York. Really good carry, close to the line from Edwards. Crashed over, didn't he, for a vital try for York. And like you say, they can start celebrating, I think, now, and make sure they keep going there. They can't, still got 15 minutes left in this game, so they can't afford to put the cue on the rack.
Well, there he is again. He's done well, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Just a spin, wasn't it? Just as he got into contact, and that dislodged a couple of defenders for him to dive over just to the right of the uprights. Easy conversion to come from Robinson, and it's all York at the moment.
Well, it's all York at the moment. We did say once you get into the last quarter, the hard effort of these two defences might suddenly all take its toll, and that's what's happened here. And suddenly we get 2 tries in around about 4 minutes from York. They'd only got 1 previously, but it all came after suddenly there was a 6-point gap, and then we had Scott going in, and then Edwards getting the second try, and now Robinson, who hasn't actually converted a try yet. This is his first opportunity. He's kicked 5 penalties, and the flags are up on this occasion, so that's 6 from 8 from him, and that conversion means it's 24 points to 8 that York lead here against Whitehaven. And York, well, they've probably got 2 hands on the trophy here, never mind 1. but suddenly we're seeing the nerves that may have been prevalent over the first 50 odd minutes are suddenly lifting here, and they're looking to entertain and celebrate a win in style. At the same time though, they've got to make sure they don't let Whitehaven in on the track, and Whitehaven have got possession here as Foster goes in, and Whitehaven showing that they're not done and dusted just yet. Foster will play it, they move the ball to Tilly goes in, takes it in, that's the 20-metre mark. Hughes at dummy half, looks towards his right. Again, it was Coward who came in with the quick hands, Chris Coward, massive player. And again, it's Whitehaven. The 10 out here, looking for some sort of score to give a reminder. And again, the referee, what's he giving here? Penalty? And it looks like it's a penalty. And then for this player, they tap it this time, no point taking the 2 points. Out they go to that left-hand side again, taking it by Aya. Aya looks for some score, gets the ball into Roper, it's gone backwards, it's still gone backwards, and in the end there's a knock-on. And the first knock-on, and he says there was a hand in there from York. So Whitehaven here, quickly trying to form the scrum. If you form the scrum, the clock stops, and as I've mentioned previously, the timekeeper will stop his clock, although our clock here, as you're watching on the TV screen, that continues to move along. So we have an add-on time at the end. When we get to 80 minutes, they'll go into the red zone on the timekeeping, and we'll have an idea then how long we've actually got left to play. But at the right-hand side, the ball whipped out. Bit of room on that right flank, looking for some way through in the end from Holiday. He's tackled on that right flank. Connor Holiday, he'll play it. They're moving inside to Tilly. Tilly steps in. About 5 metres out. 13 minutes left. There is still time if Whitehaven hit a purple patch to rescue or even win this game. Phillips goes in. The ball's taken in by Chris Coward. Coward, well, they had to stop him. He's tall enough to stretch out from around about 8 feet out. Heaves again, puts the ball to his right, quickly inside to Phillips, out then to Roper. Oh, good spot. Ben Cockayne saw that, came roaring in, and the tackle was a good one.
Yeah, excellent defence from Ben Cockayne, like you say, spotted it into and rushed up and shut that play down.
Well, they're in here, looks like they're in at the corner, and indeed they are. Jordan Burns has got the ball down and said Whitehaven couldn't be written off. Well, they've just shown that they're not done and dusted just yet with that try from Burns, and it's York 24, Whitehaven 12.
Yeah, that's right. They're not done and dusted, Trevor. They got the ball back from the short kick-off, and just as the players gone on and players unfolded, they've put themselves in a decent position. Asked questions of the York defence, and ball out here on the left-hand side, and Burns is being fed the pass there, and just as we watch the replay there, a little pass back inside to Phillips.
And we wait to see it. So the flags are up, so what a good goal from him, and that's his third goal of the game. And it's 24 points to 14, a 10-point margin. Another trying a goal, and it'll be nervous time again at York, won't it? These fans are not having an easy ride, that's for sure.
No, that's right, and like you say, it's been tight all the way through. We thought York had gained, they had gained a big advantage in them 2 scores, but Whitehaven just showing them they aren't going away yet, and sets up for an excellent last 10 minutes of this game.
Well, 10 minutes plus whatever we've got for injury time, which might be as much as 4 or 5 minutes because we've had 1 or 2 injuries. The kick downfield, a foot put on it by Phillips. They bring it back in from Tilly, and Tilly takes it up towards the 10-metre mark. We've got 24 points to 14 in the game here. And of course, York need to win this to lift the championship. Well, a draw would do, I suppose, but that's not what they're looking for today. Although silverware, they're not bothered how they'll get it, I would imagine. At the moment, though, it's taken up by Whitehaven as they roaring downfield. They'll play it on their 40-metre mark. Edwards a little bit slow, took a bit of a knock there. Out they go with Phillips, out to Roper. Roper take back Cockayne and spun to the ground. Out towards this left side they go with Aya then. He's tackled inside that York half the field. It's the last tackle here. Off the scoot again, and it's Howard who's going to put the kick over the top. Abrams on the chase. Nicely taken by Matty Marsh, and he begins to run upfield. And that was a good take from Matty Marsh, full of confidence, when actually he was under a little bit more pressure than it might have been indicated.
Yeah, he was under pressure once, but took charge of the situation that he found himself in, was dominant in there, and got up there and got that ball, and just good carry on the back of that as well to set York on the front foot, and as Robinson takes the ball forward, and good carry from him as well, gains that advantage for York.
Well, they're just 40 metres out. They've got some work to do. Porter goes forward. Good run from him, makes his other 10. Now it's the last tackle, and then he's what's the referee? Oh, there's a player injured in back play, so he's stopping the clock. There will be quite a bit of injury time, I've no doubt on this, probably about 6 or 7 minutes, because players in this second period have certainly been feeling the effects of all the hard defensive work they've put through, at least in the first hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been tough, close encounter, hasn't it? Both teams, not holding back and going at each other. You've got York, who's been more dominant and gained more yards than Whitehaven, but Whitehaven haven't gone away. They've come back at them, and it's been a tough, tight encounter. And as you would expect, championships don't come easy, and that's what York are finding this afternoon.
Well, it's on the last, and Conor Robinson drills the ball into the ground and goes into touch, and I suppose the thoughts here from a York perspective are, let's keep Whitehaven pinned down deep in their own half.
Yeah, that's right. Just a percentage play. We saw it early in the first half from York. Just kicks into the left hand corner as they
Whitehaven and the potential they have, and the way that they've shown that at times they can break down this York defence. A run taken up by David Thompson, one of the subs, come on the field of play. Howard puts it in field to Forster, and Forster turning the clock back far as he's concerned. He's good, strong run from him. He's determined to try and finish on a winning note. Ball goes out to that right hand side again. Phillips offloads it out the right to Abram. Abram finds the runner on that far side in Holiday, and Holiday tackled on the far side of the field. Off the scoot again, Howarth trying to attack down that right side. A little kick in the in-goal area. Snapped up, taken in by Marsh, and Matty Marsh, well, he's having to earn his corn at the moment. 5 minutes or so of normal time remaining, but we've had injuries here quite a bit. I would imagine we've probably got about 5 minutes of add-on time. The timekeeper on the far side of the ground, he's the man who will determine just how long this game goes on. And as far as I'm sure the York fans are concerned, every minute over the 80 shown on this screen will be a minute of agonising wait, an agonising wait for them as they continue forward. Close the scoop, that from Ash Robinson again, trying to force his way through. Certainly putting in a lot of work in these last 10 minutes or so, particularly. Last tackle then, the kick from Robinson, downfield, taken by Abram, keeps it in the field of play. Dummies, tries to go forward, and in the end, he's just inside of his 10. So, still Whitehaven, got a lot of work to do to get it away from their own 10-metre zone. But Dion Ayer, working hard and then pushed on his back. Spears was in there. Forward they go once more with Thompson. Whitehaven, all the effort has got to be from them to close this gap. Phillips puts it to the left-hand side to Burns, who had a try ruled out. Ball to the right side again. Foster turned it inside, but the ball went forward. He meant it for Burns, and if he got it to Burns, Burns was away. Ash Robinson's picked it up. Now he goes forward. There on that left-hand side. Conor Robinson, and the speak to the corner. In they go. Matty Chilton, and he opens up yet again a 14-point gap. And surely this time that should put Whitehaven to bed. Matty Chilton scoring his second try of the game. Beautifully worked. Ash Robinson a lot to do with that one. And in the end, it's York 28, Whitehaven 14.
Yeah, fantastic reaction from Robson there. He picked the ball up, didn't he, off that offload from Forster from Whitehaven. Poor offload at that situation of the game. He didn't need to do that, but as he scooted across to the left-hand side, the ball was fed out there to Chilton as well, who sped himself away from the covering Whitehaven defence. Excellent score for York. Like you say, that puts it to bed, I think, for them, and they'll be really proud of their efforts this season. They've worked really hard for each other, and just reaping the rewards this afternoon. But they've been made to work very hard for it from Whitehaven, and it's deep into this game now. Just under 4 minutes to go on the clock, as we're saying, but injury time to come as well. But just puts them in the driving seat, doesn't it? And hopefully they can start to celebrate a little bit in the crowd and really get behind their team.
Well, it certainly was a try, and a lovely try, well worked, and you feel a little bit for Carl Foster. Oh, the kick from the touchline, superb! What a tremendous touchline kick. Half game yet, 2.5 minutes of the normal 80 remaining. I felt sorry for Carl Foster because he's worked hard, and for him, he'll not be happy with himself on that particular play, giving that pass away.
No, he won't. He didn't really have to do it, did he? But he got his arm free and tried to pass the ball out to Burns in support, but pass went to ground, and Robson did the rest for York and set up that try for Chiltern. So good reaction from them in that passage of play.
Well, Phillips going along the line, left, right, all over the place. In the end, he couldn't get away. He moves it to Roper. Roper straightens up, and Roper is well met by this York defence. So the Howarth puts it to his left side. Out it goes again, down that left side. Looking to force the way forward. See if they can get yet more points on the board. Good news is for them, of course, that the championship will be presented at the end of this broadcast, and that will delight the fans. Really will be tremendous for them. And again, up they go, taking it forward. The big runs from these forwards. The pack's really worked hard here, Chris.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, he sort of in the first half was Horn was really good, wanted for York, really good feet close to the line, and then you had Edwards who came on board, who's carried the ball really well, from Spears who's been
It's because they wanted to see more points for York.
Yeah, they want the icing on the cake, don't they? And just like I say, just been the dominant force that they have really been this afternoon. And Whitehaven, they've tried really hard. You've got to give them a lot of credit for their performance as well this afternoon, but York have been the better team and have deserved this victory.
Well, it's with Whitehaven at the moment. Callum Phillips is tackled, spun to the ground. We're into the add-on time. You can see the clock on the right side has gone into the red zone. That's the add-on time, and the timekeeper will determine how much of that we've got. Because in rugby league, each time there's an injury, the clock is stopped, and the timekeeper keeps abreast of what's going on that. It's Hyatt who goes forward. Dion Hyatt.
And them as they are doing now, there's the drums are playing. We can, if you can hear them coming across on the TV, but they're in full voice on that far side of the ground as we look at it. And
well, they've certainly dominated territory. They were all credit to Whitehaven. They put in plenty of effort, and they've been on a bit of a smash and grab raid at times, and keep York on the toes. But York have worked at it, and Porter's been impressive. A tremendous ball inside of him to Marsh, and Marsh in support, 15 metres out. Porter's been impressive. He's had a good game since he came on. Marsh has always been steady at the back and shown he can be incisive on attack. The ball out towards that right side. Inside it comes to Cockayne, and Cockayne would love to finish with a try of his own. And in the end, there's a penalty here. Will they go for the 2 or will they run it?
Well, it doesn't really matter what they do now, does it? They've a signal to go for the goal. So, again, just going through their processes and making sure that they finish off the game professionally as they've played all this afternoon. And that's credit to York as a club, isn't it? Credit for them, the way they've played this second half of the season. We think it's 15 games that they've gone unbeaten, and that's a very dominant run for them. And again, credit to the players and the coaching staff that have been involved in that, because that doesn't just happen. That takes a lot of hard work and a lot of determination, and players being together is really important, and that's what York have produced on this pitch.
Well, the first time the club has won